One of the most popular and probably among the least expensive viewing devices in the Victorian era was known by the affectionate name of the Peep Egg. An optical toy, the Peep Egg is small, about 4, maybe 4.5 inches high, and it's made out of alabaster. Alabaster lets the light in, and it also lets light pass through the body of the device, so no other source of illumination is required. Alabaster was available because it was a byproduct of the making of gypsum, which is quarried in just a few locations in the UK. Gypsum was used in a fertilizer and in building products. This personal device allows one person to view the images through a monocular lens. The eggs were often made as souvenirs for a special event or a festival or an exposition, or were used in tourist areas. It consists of the body that's made out of alabaster, often with a decorative motif outside painted on, and tiny images on a spindle. And here you see the spindle. And they generally had 3 different options for what you would view. And then, of course, the base, which looks like an egg in an egg cup. The idea is that you look through the lens to see a secret view of whatever the subject matter is. So the body is fitted with these 2 handles on the rotating spindle, and that's mounted inside the egg. Each person turns the handle at his or her own speed to see each of the images. The part of the spindle that goes inside the egg, as you can see, has 3 different views or scenes. In this Peep Egg, we have a souvenir view of Hayden Hall, and in tiny little script, it says the name of what you're looking at, which is this mansion. There's a carriage in front that has people on it, and as I mentioned, it really is a very private view, almost a secret view. You certainly need your lens, your eye to be focused to see all the details. The other 2 of our Peep Egg, the other 2 scenes, are these very strange, very Victorian ideas of a decorative view. You have no photographic image. Instead, you have tiny little rocks and pebbles and even a small seashell going around the perimeter, almost forming a grotto-like effect. There's colored crystal and colored glass as well to make it more beautiful. These were probably sold as souvenirs, as I mentioned, in a tourist area. They're basically made in the 1840s, and it's interesting that the Peep Eggs were so popular in the 19th century in England and even in the United States, where there would feature pictures of Niagara Falls. But in the 20th century, they just dropped out of people's awareness, and they became totally passé and were forgotten. We don't even know exactly where they came from. Present-day researchers think that they were perhaps created by home workers in England as a cottage industry, perhaps by quarry families in their spare time to supplement their incomes.